Today, Trump hosted the New England Patriots at the White House. You might remember them from this thing called the Super Bowl. I know it's not very popular in the U.S., but other places seem to favor it. And our wonderful vice president gave a speech aboard the USS Ronald Reagan, condemning North Korea's threat to international security and stating America's shield stands guard and our sword stands ready. And that, my friend, is how you signal to me that you are a warmonger. Now, I like the part about the shield standing ready. We have to protect ourselves. But in the case of anywhere that doesn't have to do with us and them attacking an ally of ours, I really don't understand how that becomes our responsibility to respond to. And when I see him sit here, and what's worse is that you know he's not playing it up, because he's been saying the same thing in his trips overseas too. Now he gets in front of this delegation here, and he touts how we'll stand with you and stand tall. But I wonder if he would say the same thing to the homeless man on the street corner, or the people who can't afford college, and they continue to ignore and pretend as if student loan debt isn't an issue, and then talk about how they want to rebuild the economy, even though if you made college free, theoretically people would have more money to spend on things and then boost the sales of products and therefore make the economy better. I don't mean to go too off topic with my complaints here, but I just don't get how, in the capacity that he's in, you can take him as being credible. Because vice president really is a position that, barring Cheney, none of them have really had tremendous impact to the point where they could actually be powerful in their own right. And I'm not saying it's something to where, oh, if you get picked for this, just give up, or it's an awful office. But the problem is that this is the man who, if anything happens to Trump, is going to be my next, commander in chief. And all he's doing is spouting all these claims out about how we're going to help these, do this and do that, in relation to things overseas, and I guess domestically if we do have another large-scale attack, but then do nothing to prepare for the attack. People seem to think that security since 9/11 has improved, and those people would be very wrong. TSA regularly fails the exams for which they test their security. And one could argue, oh, well, maybe they're just having flukes. They shouldn't have them that often, especially after the massive number of casualties that we had. But in hearing him say this, it's almost as if something is missing in relation to if he knows about our very horrible security. People can smuggle stuff over here and we wouldn't even know. They smuggle people over here and we don't even know, for the most part. And I'm a pro-amnesty person, I'll admit that. So I'm not trying to, paint some nefarious picture here, but his comments to me seem tone deaf. They seem to ignore the broader scale of issues within the U.S. And, Trump was talking about how bad America is. Well, it's not too bad if you can host the Super Bowl winners, huh?